All right, I need to do my eyebrows, and I figured let me share how I shape my brows, what I do to kind of maintain them. So that's today's video. I apologize, the dog is barking in the background. I don't know what she sees, but she's barking at something. So I do my own eyebrows. I don't get them done. I used to get them waxed in high school, like at the nail salon, and too many times it's like they took off so much of my eyebrow that I just do it myself. I've done it myself for many years. Aside from getting them waxed, I've never gotten them like professionally shaped. So I'm due to clean up my brows here. I have a lot of little growth here. And then I'll share with you like what I use to help grow like some of my tails. I have my little kit here that I keep all my like nighttime stuff. I usually do this at night, but like I said, I wanted to share this with you guys. What you're gonna need for your eyebrows is, you're gonna need a spoolie, any one. This is just a disposable one. I really like this one because it's like, it's disgusting actually right now. It's very slim. So I use this to comb my brows up and then I trim. So these are from Tweezerman. These are the Tweezerman scissors. I have two different Tweezerman tweezers. No, this video is not sponsored. I just really like Tweezerman's stuff. I've used it for many, many, many years, so I just continue to repurchase it. So I have slanted tweezers here, and then I have the really like pointy ones. I really don't use this that much. I'll use this if I have like an ingrown hair, if I just have one that I can't reach, but I have the slanted ones. I prefer the small ones because my hands are really not that big, but this one is the one that's like the best. It's like sharp enough where it's still pulling hair. I have a mirror because even though I have a mirror here, like when I trim, when I need to actually tweeze, I need to be like all up in my face. After like my mid-30s, I find that I can't see as well as I used to. And I also use a razor. The razor I use for like this part here and here, I actually am a baby when it comes to tweezing my eyebrows. If I have any little hairs here and I have to like tweeze them, it hurts. So I just do this, it's faster. And I also like the shape I get with the razor. So what I like to do first is I will do trimming. You'd be surprised when you trim your brows, you will most likely need to do less tweezing. Okay, a couple of things that I want to mention. This is really important, especially if you're going to do this by yourself. When you're combing your brow to trim, you cannot comb it up and then cut. You have to comb the hairs almost like in the direction that they grow, right? So if I do this, see how this little hair here, and I'll zoom in for you guys, this one right here, goes past like that natural shape of my brow. So I'm gonna just go like this and trim that off. The reason I'm saying you can't do this, you can't go up like that and trim, because you're gonna get bald spots. You can't trim it that way. You have to do it like in the direction that it grows. Because if you do this and you trim, you're gonna just have a spot here that's just missing hair and that it looks crazy. And the reason I know this is because that's how I used to do it when I was younger and I was kind of like learning how to do it. So always up. Also here in the front, like this part of my brows, they grow kind of straight. Also, don't do this. Don't move your eyebrows when you're cutting your hair, because the second you relax, you're gonna mess it up. So just try to keep like a straight face. So same thing here. I'll kind of pull this out. I'll turn a little bit. And I will just, I'll follow along. This actually is not that long. This one might be actually longer, my left brow. So same thing, I'm just combing it up. Do not use giant scissors. Get yourself eyebrow scissors to do trimming, or very, very tiny, tiny scissors. If you're nervous about it, you can even get scissors. This is what I originally started with, and then when I got used to it, I went to these. These scissors here are like, the people that do like the stitching and everything, this is what they use, because it's very tiny. I like this because you don't have to, if you're, oh my God, the words are not coming to my mind right now. When you're using scissors like this, unless you're comfortable around your face, your hands can get in the way. I know that sounds really silly, but realistically, if you're gonna be trimming anything near your face with scissors, you have to be careful. With this, because you don't have to put your fingers in there, you just take it and you go like this. So like, for example, if I was doing this and I'm going around here, I just kind of squeeze it and it trims. These blades are very dull, so I don't use them anymore. Just figured I'd give that information to you. So here, when you're gonna do this part of the brow too, so I go up and then I comb down. And then I'll kind of see like, does anything need to be trimmed? This spot here that just never has hair, it's just never gonna have hair, I think. So now I'm combing down this way. Don't force the trim either. What do I mean by that? I just went like this. You see how the hair goes down like that? Don't start trimming away like that. Don't do that, you're gonna get a bald spot. So kind of just go like this, comb the brows and really like get them to a nice shape. If there's any stragglers, you can trim that. Do not go crazy and start trimming everything, because just don't do it. Learn from me. Now, when it comes to shaping your brows, I go by the golden ratio. I learned this from Anastasia Beverly Hills, or whatever that her name is, years ago. You're gonna follow your nose. Your nose is a very special nose shape to your face. So when you're shaping your brows, you are going to go from the inner nostril, so like here, and you're gonna go up. So kind of like this. So like your brows should start here. You don't start out here and go like this, because then you would be removing all of these brows here. And I know it doesn't look like much when you're looking at it, but if I do that to both sides, I'm gonna make my eyes look like they're further apart. So, inner nostril here, go down. This is where your brow should begin. That's where mine begins. Then you're gonna take this and you're gonna take it to the outer part of your nostril, and it's gonna go across like under your eye. This is where your brow should end. You can go like lower if you want, but the perfect shape for your face is based on your nose. Then to get the arch, you take this on the tip of your nose and you're gonna look straight ahead and you're gonna go across, and you're gonna cross over your pupil. So about here. Mine's a little bit short, but when I fill it in with pencil, it'll look better. So same thing on this side. Here, I could afford to grow some eyebrow hair here. I don't know what happened there. I must have shaved it off once and didn't realize it. So I'm gonna go here. So I'm missing hair here, and I'll show you how to fill that in. Here, this one's slightly longer, and then again here, crossing over. This is where my arch should be. I really don't have that much hair there. I cannot believe I shaved off or something here. Anyways, probably did it one day when I was dermaplaning and wanted to do my eyebrows and could not see very clear. So I really need to stress that you need to have a mirror and just a good line of view. So before, when I was saying that I use this to kind of shape this part of the brow, let me show you how to do that. Now you can use a little bit of oil around there just to get like a nice glide. If you do this on dry skin, could irritate your skin a bit. So I am just taking a little bit of oil. This is from OG. It's their jojoba face oil. So I'm just gonna take this, just taking a little bit, and I'm gonna go around my brows. If you're gonna use a razor to do this, I need you to please just have a steady hand. One little slip and you will take off some of your eyebrow. All right, so what I like to do, rest your elbow somewhere, just to help. I take my razor and I'll lift my brow just a tiny bit, just like a little bit like taut. And I go down, short strokes, like the tiniest, shortest strokes, just so that you get a nice like shave to it. But doing it that way, that helps to keep this part of my brow like nice and straight. You can do it with tweezers too, you're just gonna be there for a while. So same thing here, I'll kind of like lift a little bit. You see all this little new growth here? Again, little strokes. As you get used to this, you will be able to move the razor just a little bit easier. Then when I get to this part here, again, I just lift. That just makes it so much easier. Okay, now here, I'm going to cover my eyebrow with my pinky and I'm gonna lift up. I'm gonna lift up because I'm gonna go down. This is just holding the skin a little bit taut. And by doing that, I'm giving myself more room to work around here. Now again, by all means, you can do this with a tweezer if you want. Do what's comfortable for you. All right, now under here, I really don't like to mess around with this too much because you could accidentally take off a strand that you didn't mean to. And believe it or not, one little strand off here will throw your shape off. So now that being said, I'm gonna go back with this little spoolie and I'm gonna just lift up like this. By lifting up, I'm seeing all these little tiny hairs that can't grow in, and I'm gonna tweeze around them. Now I like the shape of this part of my brow, the inside, so I'm really not gonna mess with it. I do need to see a little bit closer though. So now that I'm lifting here, I hope this makes sense. So you see this little hair here? If I take that out, it's gonna mess with the whole shape of my brow. I don't wanna do that. So I'm going to leave that, wait, yeah. So I'm gonna take here. So now I'm just continuing to move the hair out of the way. This here is not in the, like, it doesn't fall in that natural shape. Ooh, okay. So I'm just kind of tweezing around that. If you have a lot of brow hair, then I would say get them professionally shaped. Or have patience. If you have sensitive skin and like you get red, maybe take like ibuprofen or something. That will help with the swelling. And then I just kind of tweeze around. Make sure you're only grabbing hair. If you grab skin, that hurts a lot. I'm sorry, I did not mean to flip you off. I need to get a mirror so I can see up close. So now that I am actually looking straight ahead, I want to show you something. All right, back in focus. So these little hairs, actually, they are not really doing anything for my shape, so I'm just going to take those out. So if those are too thick and you want something smaller, that's where these little ones kind of come in. So, and another thing too, the lower this part of the brow is, the higher the arch. Okay, so if this part goes down, your arch can get nice and high. I like my eyebrows arched. I think it suits my face pretty nice. Let me do this side. I won't do as much talking as I was doing before. That's really it. And then I do a couple of things like at night to help grow. Part of my nightly routine is, I love this product. This is from Lash. Oh no, yeah, Lash. I do their lash serum. So I'll kind of paint this on at night. The brow one, Revita Brow, is amazing. This actually helped to grow out this part here and here. If you see my older videos, you'll see that my eyebrows were very, very thin. I was definitely over tweezing, but then I also, years ago, not to bore you, I was on a medicine called methotrexate because I had been diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis and it made my eyebrow hair like go away. So my eyebrows are always thinner. These help, they actually work. So if you are struggling with thinning brows or lashes, I do recommend these. And then when you fill in your eyebrows, it'll be nice and defined. Like I said, here I definitely need to just grow it a teeny bit here, but that's it. If you do this like once a week, like your brows will be in really good shape. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below. I can't wait to hear from you guys, and I'll see you in my next one.